All right, Ruthless fans. So if you watched season 2, episode 14 entitled Prophecy, then you know Tally has finally been given her rite of passage to leave the compound of her free will, despite the fact that we know that, well, the highest is going to let loose Daikon and his crew like dogs off a chain to go after him, hunt them down, punish them, and make examples of them. So it seems like after all this time, we're finally going to see Tally make her way from the compound somehow all the way to DC. And that's where she goes over to Richard and Nancy's house. But yeah, we know that she doesn't have her daughter due to the fact that after the highest let her go, seemingly, she wanted to go in the direction to get her child, but the highest said that no, your daughter is one of us now. And despite, her protest, she was eventually dragged away and, thought to be set free along with Brother Jay and Bernita. Now, given the condition she was in when she rushed into Nancy and Richard's house, it's safe to say that, eventually Daikon, Clark, and everybody else on guard will go after Ruth and the people who were set free in order to basically take them down. And after a struggle, Tally gets away somehow. I don't know. I mean, does she take one of the ATVs that everybody is riding out to find them in the middle of the woods at, or does she find another vehicle? Does she somehow start up Lilo's car? I don't know, but we know she has to make it from the compound in Rockwell, Virginia to DC, which is about 2 to 3 hours away, if I remember correctly. I guess we're going to find out in the next episode or two. I don't know, it could be next week or the week after that. But Tally is finally getting out of the compound. And I don't know if Tyler Perry is going to retcon stuff like, oh, will Tally actually die in Ruthless? Will she not get far from the compound and get killed? Which then contradicts her making it to Richard and Nancy's house, which would be very, 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 very dumb, given how we know these two series are, aligned in the same universe based off season 3 of The Oval. I know this probably isn't the case, but I think it would be funny as hell. I think it was Bernita who brought up the fact it's not fair. We do all the work while you just sit around. You have the Rolls Royce, you have the phone and everything. We deserve some of that. And I don't know why, but I think it would be hilarious if by some mean, if they don't get Lilo's car, they take the highest vehicle and then they drive off. I don't know why. I just find that hilarious if that was the case. But we don't know how exactly Tally escapes the clutches of the Rakadushi. Let's take it a step further. Let's say maybe, just maybe, the highest lets them go, and Tally, tries to hitchhike with somebody, and possibly is almost abused or whatever, and then that's why, or assaulted, and then that's why she is beaten up. But regardless, she knows that the Rakadushi will kill her. So I think it's possible that actually, based off of what she told Nancy and Sharon when she came over to their house, Richard and Nancy's house, I really do feel like she somehow escaped from the Rakadushis who were trying to kill her / punish her. And then that's why she ran to Ruth Place of Refuge. And I say that because she says how Ruth always told me how nice and kind and sweet you were with Miss Nancy. So I figure you can never turn me away if I asked you for help. So that explains why she makes it to the house. And remember, Rakadushi are in that area regardless, so that's why Tally's keeping a low profile, because somebody from the Rakadushi could possibly find her there, and then that will be that. But we know she eventually kills herself, and then she's taken away to the morgue and whatnot. And since we know there are people within the police station who are on the side of the Rakadushi, it stands to reason that maybe some information is passed along from the police station over to the compound to let them know that, hey, that one person that escaped Tally, she's dead. Don't worry about her anymore. So I think we will find out exactly how Tally escapes / makes it all the way to Nancy and Richards within the next episode or two. So despite the fact that Tally's finally making out of the compound, if you've been following the Ruthless and Oval timelines as closely as possible, you know Tally should have been gone almost a complete season's worth of episodes ago, probably about 20 so episodes ago. Well, honestly, I'd say during the last batch of episodes of season 1, I want to say around the halfway point of season 1, or at least episode no later than like episode 17, Tally should have been gone. But I don't know. At least she's gone now. I honestly don't feel like the Ruthless series would even come close to catching up to where the Oval is timeline wise, unless, you know, it goes well into season 3, but only time will tell. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How exactly do you think Tally's going to escape from Daikon? I'm assuming like Daikon, Clark, and maybe even Manny, those who are trying to mow down the people that the highest let get away. I mean, he's really reminding me of Pharaoh from the Bible, you know, like when he eventually and finally agrees to let the Israelites go. And after, you know, they make it to the Red Sea, that's when he changes his mind and he chases after them. And then, you know, of course, his army is swallowed up by the sea. So I wonder if the same thing will kind of happen here, where maybe Bernita and Jay get killed, and possibly other people who try to, other people who just left. And then next thing you know, they get axed off and Tally somehow makes it by the skin of her teeth. I know this is a bit of a stretch, but we do know that Andrew is on assignment to go back to Polk's house just to ensure there's no hidden cameras or anything he didn't know about. So maybe when he's on his way back to the compound, because what is it? The compound is like what? About a mile or so from the main road. You know, like, look, I live in the woods / country, so I know what it's like to go off the old beaten path when there's like a long dirt road. It's like you got the main highway, but then after that you make a couple of turns, and then you're on a road with no lines in it. It's like a narrow road going through the woods, and then when you get off of that road, that's when it's just dirt and gravel. Trust me, I know. So the Rakadushi have, like, you know, snipers and guards pretty much from the main highway to the compound. That's how they know, like, when to, you know, get on the walkie-talkie or the phone or whatever and tell them to ring the siren because, oh yeah, we got a police vehicle coming or there's a car coming, and then that's how they know to meet somebody at the front gate. So I wonder if when Andrew's on his way back from Polk's apartment or house or wherever Polk lives, he sees what's going on and Tally begs him for help or something, and Andrew helps her out. Maybe if it's nothing more than turning the truck around and getting her to like the main road or something, and Tally goes on her way, because in the Oval season 2 and in season 3, it's been mentioned several times that Sam knows a guy from the FBI. Even though he isn't named, we can assume it's Mac, who has somebody on the inside, which again, who isn't named, but I guess we can assume is Andrew, is still alive in the Oval season 3. So maybe Andrew does help out Tally because he just happened to be at the right place at the right time. But like I said, only time will tell. So yeah, that's even crappier if he does help Tally escape, but then, you know, because Tally's pregnant with his child, but then on top of that, she kills herself in the Oval. And then I wonder what happens when he gets word of that, because he doesn't know that Sarah could still be alive, because it's theorized that, you know, she was with Malcolm when Malcolm went to Cynthia's house to get more stuff. So that means the person that Oliver killed in the shower wasn't Sarah. So Andrew thinks Sarah's dead. And then if he finds out that the mother of his own unborn child is dead too, who he can't stand anymore, it's like that would be a bit much. So you got to wonder how much or how far will it be until Andrew reaches his breaking point. But like I said, only time will tell. So without further ado, make sure you hit the thumbs up button to show you like the video. Hit subscribe as we get closer to 200,000 subscribers. Hit the bell icon and select all. That way you don't miss out whenever I post content on the channel. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. And if you would like to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App.